Hello, I am going to give you a quick tutorial on how to make your own giraffe that has hearts instead of spots. So the first thing we need to do is go out to create a critter and grab the giraffe and all the parts. And you'll see here's the little giraffe, and we need layer 1 and layer 2 if we're going to make the giraffe the way it is. Now let me grab these guys, move them up, make them bigger, and zoom in so you can see this a little bit better on the video. Okay, and there we go. Now the problem with this the way it is some of these circles fall right off the edge of the giraffe's neck, and it would be really hard to place a heart there and have it really look like a heart. So what I decided to do with my giraffe that I made for the notepads is first I ungrouped these 3 after I sized them, and then I just erased this guy that had all the holes in him, and I took the second layer and made a copy of him. He'll be a him till he gets his cute little hearts, and then he can be a girl. Okay, now what I've done is what I'm going to do is take this same giraffe here, and I'm going to put some hearts on him to make him her. Haha. And how I did that is I went to George, which is one of my go-to carts. Of course, I don't know my alphabet here, so I have to go the wrong way first. And George is right here. He's got a cute little heart on him. Oh, whoops, that was right there. Do that every time. Okay, so I take the heart, and this is obviously way too big. So, and usually when I'm designing, I don't really look at the size of anything. I just kind of eyeball it. And then I have to go back when I do a tutorial and make sure I include that size so people can copy it if they want to. Okay, so I'm going to make a couple different size of hearts, I think is what I did. One bigger, one smaller. This big guy's a little too big. Okay, so I'm just going to position these hearts, make a couple extras, and I love that copy paste button. It's one of my favorites. And get a couple of this guy. And then I just kind of position them around the giraffe. I wanted a couple of them to fall off of his neck, just like in the example that we had. And let's see. I think what I did on my sample is, oops, I do that too. That makes me crazy. I think I had a little one kind of in the middle that was a little bit bigger. And again, this is just to give you an idea of how I made mine. You can absolutely do whatever you want to do with yours. Some of these hearts I'm going to rotate, and you rotate with this little button. It's the twisty arrow here. Kind of looks like a tornado if you're from the Midwest. And just kind of position them just how you want them. And again, I don't really pay attention to the numbers and how to get it that way until I'm all done, because I just want it, I know what I want it to look like. So okay, we can grab this little heart here and put him maybe over here in the middle and swap that around. But I want these to look kind of random, just like a real giraffe spots would. Look kind of random. Alright, let's move this one up and twist it out just a pinch. And make that one just a little bit bigger. And how about we put it right there? Okay, so that, ew, I don't like this one. Let's move these 2 around. Not the giraffe. Jeez Louise. Okay. Move him over here. Move this one over here. We do need to move the giraffe down just a pinch. Okay, now we have to twist him so he's not just like his neighbor. There we go. Oh, I kind of like that better. Okay, so we'll take these and we'll just X them out. We'll just delete those extra ones. Okay, now the trick here is not to weld, because if you weld, everything inside the giraffe shape is not going to cut out anything that you've added. So instead, we want to group it. So we click on the giraffe first, group it, and then click on all of our little hearts Okay. And once we have everything grouped together, we hit that group button again and it's all locked in. So when we go to cut it, or we can preview it and see what's going to cut, everything that's black is going to cut. Again, when we go to hit the cut button over here, of course it shrunk, but everything that's going to cut is in black. So if we would have welded it, then everything inside the original giraffe frame would be gray. It would not cut. So once you cut out your 3 layers, what I did is I cut out this one in the darkest pink, and then a medium pink, and then a lighter pink. And then I just clipped the tail off here because I wanted the darker pink tail to show through, so it matched the spots. And then you've got your little ruffle here from the darkest pink on the bottom. Well, there you have it. This is how I created the giraffes with the heart spots instead of the boring old round spots. So now we have a girl giraffe, except I just deleted mine. There we go. I love that reverse button too, or the undo. Another one of my favorites. So thank you all for watching, and join me at www.scrappingmystressaway.blogspot.com for more tutorials and videos to come. Have a great night.